Feathers, the trophy of so many bushcrafters and survivalists. But the reality is that a lot of people struggle to make something like this. So right away they just discard that whole technique in general, just getting into that wood, getting into that dry piece of wood that you may need in that emergency situation to start a fire. Well, I'm here to tell you today that although these are cool, there's something else you can do if you can't make them quick, easily, and efficiently. So let's take a look. Before we get to this actual technique outside of making feathers, I am going to say that if you're not good at that technique, it's something that you do want to work on, because making feathers or making very fine shavings is a very beneficial process to understand. It teaches you not only how to use your knife more effectively, but it also provides you pretty much with unlimited dry material when you're in an outdoor environment. So if you're not good at it, start getting good at it. But until then, don't just scratch the whole idea of being able to make finer pieces of wood out of something larger. Again, getting inside a piece of wood is normally going to provide dry wood, even if the outside is wet, if the bark is wet. Once you get down past that, the inside is going to be dry. So one thing that you can do is make sure that your knife has a nice sharp spine on it. What that's going to allow us to do is not create shavings, but it's going to allow us to scrape this wood and create shavings a different way. So scraping wood like this is definitely a viable option to get nice, thin, dry material. So in place of making those shavings, make those scrapings, and they're gonna work out just fine. They're gonna light up really easy with a ferro rod or even an open flame source. And there you go, there is a easy technique for anyone whose shavings and feathers aren't up to par. Just make scrapings and it's gonna get you by. So this was Dan Walwack with Coalcracker Bushcraft. I hope you enjoyed this quick tip. Again, another way to just think outside the box and another technique for you to know and for your toolbox. So as always, check us out at coalcrackerbushcraft.com, and until the next video, stay in the woods.